The contract would make Prescott the 7th highest paid player for 2020 based on average per year. Not surprisingly, all are quarterbacks. It's interesting you don't see that guy from Kansas City on there. He's going to set a whole new deal when he puts his name on a contract. Once the contract's up, Dak will take up over 14% of Dallas's salary cap. Hate to bother our friend Adam Schefter on Father's Day, but you tweet out significant news about Dak Prescott, and here we are. The timeline of this is what? They franchise him in March. You got until July 15th to come to an agreement. He's going to sign on Monday, this tender. The significance of this, if there's anything to be made of it, Adam, what do we make?
Scott, to me, the significance is it locks Dak in for the 2020 season. We're not going to see Le'Veon Bell and whether or not he will or won't be reporting to camp whenever everybody reports to camp. We're not going to be wondering if he's going to be there for the start of the regular season, if there is a regular season. He is locked in once he signs that exclusive franchise tender. And to me, the stakes on the poker game between the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott just got higher. Because once he does sign that, and that tag will be signed by Monday, then the Dallas Cowboys owe him the $31.4 million for this season. And if they can't get a long-term deal done by July 15th and they have to franchise him again, guess what that number is going to be? 37.7. And if they can't get a deal done after that, the next year, it's 144% of the salary from the previous year, $54.4 million. So to me, he's got long-term leverage because the Dallas Cowboys can't afford to lose Dak Prescott, and they can't have him count against their cap at the numbers he's currently slated to make each of the next couple of years.
Adam, as a Washington fan, I've seen this movie before with Kirk Cousins, and there's this certain, almost like it's insulting to keep getting this tag put on you. But, I mean, 31 and then 37.7, I mean, he'd average damn near $35 million for the next 2 years. Like, there's nothing insulting about that. I mean, that isn't like how the Prescott camp views this, is it, in terms of what he'd be getting if he didn't get the long-term deal?
No, I think, look, very few quarterbacks have been willing to roll the dice and bet on themselves. And I think Dak, with the money that he's made through his marketing deals here, coming from the background he did, is basically saying, I've already made more than I can hope to make. I'm going to roll the dice and bet on myself. And you know what? That's a bet I would make. Because with the cap poised to go up over the long term with the new media rights deals, not the short term, with everything going on with the pandemic and the decrease in the salary cap we could see. But over the long term, Dak is poised to make huge money. Can you imagine what it would be like if he played this year on the exclusive franchise tag? They couldn't get a deal done. They had to tag him again next year at 37.7, or they let him get to the market. What would a guy like that in his mid to late 20s make on the open market? There are very few players at the age he's at the position he plays, who have been able to reach true unrestricted free agency. And that's the game that Dak Prescott is playing with the Dallas Cowboys at this particular time, Scott.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.